morning, children. Now that we have read the chapter, The Story of Flying Together, let's do the exercises today. The first part is let's read, and these are the question answers. Question 1 is very easy. Where did the geese live? The answer starts with the question itself. The geese lived in a deep forest on a tall tree. Question 2. Why did the old bird advise the other birds to destroy the creeper? The answer, children, the old bird advised the other birds to destroy the creeper because if not, one day the creeper would grow very strong and it will help a hunter to climb up the tree and kill them all. Question 3. Why did the geese cry, "Help, help"? And the answer to this one is also very easy, children. The geese cried, "Help, help," because they were caught in a hunter's net. You can also use the word trapped instead of caught, I think because you should know newer words, right? Question 4. What did the hunter do when he thought that the geese were dead? So here, instead of the word do in the question, you are going to add what I am going to tell you in the answer now. So you begin with the hunter threw the birds one by one onto the ground when he thought that the geese were dead. You can also begin from the word when from the question, and instead of the word he after when, we will use the word hunter. So the answer would be, when the hunter thought that the geese were dead, he started to throw the geese out of the net one by one. Question number 5 now. Why did the geese pretend to be dead? The word pretend is acting, okay, to act. So why did the birds act to be dead, children? The answer is, the geese pretended to be dead to trick the hunter, okay. So the geese pretended to be dead because they wanted to save their lives. They knew that the hunter would not need dead birds. So obviously he will throw them away on the ground and later pick them up, okay. So, and the birds planned that until the last bird was thrown out, they would be pretending to be dead, and later they would just fly away together. And that way they would be able to save their lives, isn't it? Now the last question, children. Describe one incident when you got into trouble because you did not do your work on time. Now this question is optional, children. If you have one incident or an event where you got into trouble because you did not do your work on time, then you write it, okay? And children, that is what this story wants to tell you, that we should listen to our elders, whatever they advise us, whatever suggestions they have for us, we should listen to it, because otherwise, just like the geese got into trouble by being trapped into the net, we may also face such problems, okay? The second part on the same page, children, state whether the following statements are true or false. Now there are 5 statements given. These are quite easy. You can do them on your own, alright? And now let's turn to page 34, and I'm going to tell you how to attempt this. The heading says, let's listen. So this is a paragraph which you should read by yourself. Take it as an unseen comprehension, children. Read this short story, and then below the story you see there are 3 questions. Please try and answer them on your own, okay? It's a very interesting story. Make sure you read it. Time to do page number 35. Let's talk. So the first one is where you work in pairs. And since we are not coming to school, children, you can do it telephonically with your friends, okay? So use the question words such as, you see the words in pink color, where, what, how, who, when, why. And there's one example done for you. I watch TV in the evening is the answer. What will be the question? When do you watch TV, isn't it? Similarly, children, other answers are given and you have to make questions from the words above. I'll do one with you, and it is the The one which has the answer, I collect stamps. What will be the question to this statement, children? The question can be, what is your hobby? Or what do you do in your free time? Now the second part of page number 35, answer these questions about yourself. It's pretty easy, children. You have to just answer these questions, which are very easy. What is your name? What languages do you speak? How old are you? Which is your favorite food? Where did you go yesterday? Which country do you belong to? When do you go to sleep? And why do you drink milk? That's it. I'm sure that you can answer these on your own. So let's turn the page. It will be page 36, and here we have continuation of the same exercises of other parts from page number 35. So the third is, in groups of 5, discuss what you would do if you were caught in the following situations. You can discuss it at home also, children, with your siblings or your parents, and the answer must be what your responses would be to these situations below. The first one is, your friend falls in the playfield and is hurt. What will you do, children? Second, you are trapped in a fire. And third, you are stuck in a traffic jam. So I can do one with you, probably the second one, you are trapped in a fire. What would we do in such a situation, children? Firstly, we'll try, and if it's a small fire, we can try and put it off. That is, if any water source is around. Secondly, we can also try and find a safer place as soon as possible and run away. Third, you also call the fire department, etc. Okay, children. Now let's look at this exercise. Let's write. The words in the clouds describe something or someone in the story. Name them in the blanks provided. Make sentences of your own with the words given in the clouds. Let's do this quickly, children. The first word in the cloud is wise. And who was wise in the story, children? It was the old goose. Yes. Now the second on my right is careless. Who were careless in the story, children? They were the little geese, the birds who did not listen to the wise old bird. Then on the left we have thick and strong. What grew thick and strong, children? It was the creeper. With time it grew thick and strong. On the right we have foolish, and foolish were the birds again who did not listen to the goose in time. And the last word, children, is tall, and tall was the tree where the geese lived up. Yes? Page number 37 of the chapter now, children. Here are some answers about the given picture. You can see that there's an ant. I'm going to read the first two. First is, the color of the ant is black. Second, it lives on land. Now all you have to do, children, is frame questions for the above answers, like we have done in a few exercises before. Right? Come to the exercise number 3. Here we have some prepositions given, which are pink in color. Read them. The first one is done for you, children. This was the home of a flock of wild geese. Just like that, you see another 8 sentences which follow, children. Go through them because you have done prepositions in previous class as well. Alright. Let's move over to page 40, children. This is just a general knowledge page where you should know what proverbs are. Okay. The top part of the page will tell you that. Read through and try and understand. This next page, children, exercise number 4. You have to complete this paragraph with suitable words from the box. You can see the box already. Now it's a very small paragraph. Just read. Very interesting. You can do it. Exercise 5. Fill in the blanks given below with question words again. For example, where do you live? Dash, do you get up? You can say when do you get up, or what time do you get up, etc. Right? And for the last page, children, question number 6, reference to context. It just means what we already have read. Okay, just like we do scene comprehensions, we do the reference to context. So here you see number 1 and 2 dialogues are given, and below them you have certain questions. Let's do them one by one very quickly. Dialogue 1. Well, there's no hurry. The creeper is very small. It would be a pity to destroy it now. Questions below. Who said this? Now, this dialogue was said by the younger birds to the older birds. Second, to whom was it said? I just told you it was said to the older bird. And third, when was it said? It was said when the wise old goose asked them to cut the creeper. Alright. Dialogue 2. So this is where the wild geese live. Who said this? This was said by the hunter. Second, to whom was it said? It was said to himself, children. He muttered it to himself. And the last question, when was it said? It was said when he saw the thick robe like creeper, isn't it? So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it.